Hey guys, welcome to Deep South. Today, the Homestead Box. It's for women. Well, not necessarily. Men use it too. But this is one of the best kitchen homestead boxes I've seen. Usually they have something for the kitchen and something for everything kind of grouped together. But this box is dedicated strictly to the kitchen. So the emphasis this time is the kitchen. And the spotlight, the brand spotlight, is Full Circle. And Full Circle brings beautiful home care products to the family to promote health and order in their homes. They are committed to the health of the environment and for future generations, and their process is designed to preserve resources and reduce waste with long-lasting, great products. So Full Circle. A lot of what you're going to see is from Full Circle. Not everything, but several of the items are from Full Circle. So let's get started. I've been playing with this box because I wanted to know enough about it to talk to you, and I thought about taking and using all of them, but it's a little bit difficult to do that. One thing, wool dryer balls. Okay, these wool balls are said to, they're reusable, plus they reduce your drying time, they soften your clothes, they reduce the static. These are put out by Nature's Fluff, and they're eco-friendly. There's, I think, 3 balls in here to use in the dryer, and they're made out of wool, so I'm anxious to try these. I've heard a lot of people talking about using dryer balls. That's not something I've used yet, so that one's going to be a really good addition to my drying clothes, and if it reduces the drying time, hey, I'm all for that. These are by Scoville. It's a sponge cloth, and they're made to reduce your paper towel use and things like that. They're reusable, machine washable, biodegradable, and compostable. They absorb 15 times their own weight, and they can replace, one of these can replace 15 rolls of paper towels before it's said to go bad. So I mean, you think about that, 15 rolls, and there's 4 of these here. So if these last like they say they do, and I've been looking for ways to cut back on paper towel use. So these would last me 4 times 15, what, 60? 60 rolls of paper towels. These should last about a year and a half. I don't know. I don't even know how many I go through, but yeah, a long time. And that's only 4 of them. Look at the space compared to the space of 60 rolls of paper towels. So I'm anxious to try these, because that was one of my next projects, was to find something to replace paper towels. And I know a lot of people use cloth and stuff like that, and I do have cloth that I'm going to be adding in. This little gadget here, you see that? It is for the sink. It's a strainer. You can put it down in your sink and it catches the yuck and you can dump it out. I already have one that is a mesh basket, but if anybody has a mesh basket, you know how hard it is to get that stuff out of the mesh and stuff. This is also, you can throw it in the dishwasher, which I don't have, but I can soak this and it should come clean. And it has this little lid that goes on top so that when it's down there, my mesh basket I have to take out and hunt a stopper and put the stopper in. With this can sit there, and I can put this in there and fill my sink up. When I'm through, take it and it's done. So I love this idea, and if it works really well, I will be investing in more of these, because that is an awesome idea. Okay, this is a glass cleaner brush here. You stick it down your glass and clean. The way it's made in layers, it's like a spongy product. It should clean your glass and clean it really well, even around the bottom, because of the layers and the way it's done. It should get into your crevices that you have a time with. What I like about this is you can mash that. It's got 2 buttons on each side, and this part comes off, and you still have your handle. You can order these. This should last a long time, but you can reorder these. And if you've ever tried to clean down inside a glass jar, like your mason jars and stuff, I don't care what bottle brush you get, they do not clean every little inch in your mason jars. This is made to clean them, guys. So I'm really liking this. And let me see who it's put out by. Okay, this one is put out by Full Circle, the brand sponsor this time. So it's called a reusable glass bottle thing where you can replace this and it cleans your glass. This is put out by Full Circle. It's walnut shell scour pads. And I go through a bunch of these things because I like for my pots and pans to really be clean. And so this is going to come in handy. I've never used all natural ones before. It says they're gentle on your surfaces. Again, earth friendly. They're made out of walnut shells. So I'm thinking dishes, you know, they're wanting everybody to do dishes, obviously. This is a whole geared toward scrubbing your dishes. This is a pretty cute little thing here. This is put out by Full Circle. It is a ceramic cup. Ceramic. It has this part, which looks a little funky. It's got a spring on bottom. This part has holes in it. You put a little bit of water and a little bit of dishwashing liquid and put your little springy thing in there. Then you have this reusable brush. You can buy these separately if this happens to go bad because of the bristles. But it sits there and that keeps it out of your water. So it doesn't stay in, you know, getting mushy and nasty like some things. It stays out of the water, but when you need something right quick to scrub something, you mash it down a couple of times and those holes create soap from your soap and water that's in there, and it gets on here, and then you can scrub your pots. So, put out by Full Circle. Isn't that cute? Another thing, this is put out by Full Circle, is your microfiber duster. It's supposed to get into anything, pick up all kinds. I've had several dusters and stuff, but this one feels really good. And I've used microfiber cloths before, so I know this will get the dust. You can run it across something right quick and it's going to absorb it. So, I mean, it feels good. So we're going to be trying that on ceiling fans especially. And it has a place to hang it up and things like that. And you can replace this right here. This comes off right at the top and you slide it off and you can buy new microfibers for it. Okay, the next one was, I'm going to tell y'all, Danny opened this box and just took one look at it and shut it back. He didn't take anything out because he knew this right here was going to be my favorite. This is a composting bucket. It's put out by Full Circle. It's called an odor-free kitchen compost collector. Right here, it has a little button. You mash it, it pops open. I've already put my first bag in it. I've not started using it yet, but I will. It came with like 5 or 6 bags, and you only replace them, it says, every 3 to 5 days. And it can go in the dishwasher. Once you pop it open and you lift, let's see, let me get my hands on it. There's a little wire thing that the bag hangs on. You take this bag out, and once you take it out, this and the base it sits in will come out. You can wash it. This base here can be washed, and you just push that back in there, add a new bag. 5 or 6 bags came with it, so that was pretty cool. And with it sitting on your cabinet, you don't have to sit and be trying to lift something off. You can reach and mash and throw your stuff in there. And then clean your hands and go again if you need to. It's got air holes in the top. It also has vents at the bottom. and the air is supposed to circulate, and the bags are biodegradable too. It is awesome setup here, just wonderful composting. So I will let you know later on about this composting bucket, how well it works. We'll start using it probably tomorrow, and that will be a really good thing. And like I said, that it came with several bags. I don't know, 6 to 10, I don't know, 5, 6, I don't know, I didn't count them. Then it comes with 25 more here. So that I'm well prepared. Full Circle sent enough for quite a while. If they last 3 to 5 days and you take them out, you know, that's great. The last thing they did, I don't know. I'm having a time picking between everything in this box. Everything they sent it's just wonderful. Everything in the box is wonderful. I really like the composting. I'm thinking that's going to be awesome. But guys, if you're into books, the Backyard Homestead Kitchen Know-How. I don't know, somebody just created the ultimate kitchen book. Any of you ladies want this, you gotta let me know, because this is like ultimate best book ever. It says it's from field to table cooking skills, processing, preserving, preparing, making cheese, curing meat, baking sourdough, fermenting veggies. Everything's in here. Everything. But I wanted to read you a little bit of here, because this just says it all for us ladies and men that are doing this. When you are homesteading, working in a kitchen is a never-ending journey of exploration, growth, and learning as one new skill leads to another. Just as gardening leads inevitably to preserving, maple sugaring leads to making granola, because you simply have too much syrup for the pancakes. Raising chickens for eggs leads to making mayonnaise from scratch. And rendering lard leads to making pies, which leads to, you got to preserve those fruits and veggies, guys, to make a pie. So it just continues. One process you learn leads to another. And then it says, if my experience has taught me one thing, it is that every aspect of growing, harvesting, cooking, and preserving food is about making the best of what comes to hand. This is not the same as making do, which implies a compromise. If you have to make do, that means you're in your kitchen and you need butter and you don't have butter, so you have to look around and say, what do I have I can make do with? And you use something else, an oil or a lard or something. That's making do. But when it comes to making the best of what comes to your hand, that's a little different. And they explain it like this: your homegrown tomatoes will not look as uniform as store-bought canned tomatoes, but they probably would taste better. It's talking about your root cellar may not be perfect storage conditions, but if you've got some kind of limp rutabagas, they're perfect for a puree. A magazine or a food blog would declare that certain varieties are the best apple pies around, but the trees you have in your yard and those apples that you have there, hey, that's the best for you. They may not be picture perfect, but you're making with what you have on hand. You're not making do. You have those apples, those are your apples, and they will taste better. It is, you learn to apply your best judgment to make delicious food from the raw materials that you raised, bartered, or bought. And that's what this book is about. Like I told you, it's a little everything. It talks about canning. It's got a little bit of canning in here. It tells a lot of what you need, how to do it, all this, the utensils, different knives. It talks about meats, how to cut different meats. It has recipes. It even has milk, making cheese, butter, kefir, whatever, eggs, how to store eggs, different types of eggs and how to tell the difference in them, how to make syrup, cider. It comes down to showing fruit, recipes. I don't know, it's all in here. I guess I'm more excited over this book. I did not think there was a book in here. I did not see the book, and Quake Lake, Sheila from Quake Lake Home Place, She got this box before she came here last week, and she had already seen the contents. She's already using the composter, and she says she's loving it already. And I said, but they didn't put a book. I said, they always put a book. And she said, yes, they did. And so I had to come back and look, and I found the book was in the bottom. I just did not see it. They outdone themselves. Perfect book. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Check out the description below. www.thehomesteadbox.com. Awesome. And they do have a new site on their page called the shop. It's a button that will take you, if you hit it, you can shop for some of their previous boxes. Also, some of the individual items, I believe, is there. So if there's something you're looking for, if they had a supply of them, until they will have some of those things for sale, so you can do it. Ladies and some gentlemen that like the kitchen and cleaning, awesome box. So thank you guys, and thank you from Deep South Homestead.